Hey Liz, so this is our social media marketing project that me and Ed did. We decided to do our project at Ducks Incorporated, a small local home-owned business on the east side of Vancouver. Ducks sells a variety of items from car stereos to, tools, tarps. It's a very versatile store. So prior to us going there, they had a small social media project going through Facebook. I currently work there. I've been the one that's been running the Facebook prior to us coming in as a group. Some of the issues that they have had with it is they did not have enough manpower to actually run their Facebook campaign. I was busy doing inventory, sales, and other things around the business, so a lot of times I couldn't respond to customers quick enough. I didn't have enough time to put enough time into the actual insights of Facebook. The other issue that Dux's really had is there was no other really marketing done. The owner at one point printed off, or he paid to have an advertisement printed off on the back of receipts at businesses around Vancouver, although due to a low ROI on it, he had completely gone away from doing anything with marketing and putting any more money into it. Now we're going to go into the SWOT analysis that we did on this project. Some of the strengths that we saw about Dux and what was available was a very recognizable name. In the East Vancouver community, Dux is kind of an iconic store that's been open for about 20 years. It's been known for having cheap tools, cheap stereos, and other just miscellaneous items. So we already had a little bit of a presence behind it. People knew what Dux was on that side of town, and partially through the west side of Vancouver as well. We also had an existing Facebook page that already had about 8 to 900 likes going into it. That helped because when we had to start up the project, we didn't have to gain a customer base. The base was already there, so we could just use that to expand upon that. We also were coming into a very big marketing opportunity, installations. In the previous 20 years of Ducks, they have not done installations on car stereos, which really slowed down the business. As you know, all your main businesses like Car Toys, Best Buy, they all do installations, and that's a big part of the money behind it. So, with starting our project, we were able to market installations, which was a big new thing that Ducks was doing. Some of the weaknesses that they had, though, was disorganized the way they did things, which caused miscommunication about sales. So, for example, at one point, someone may make a post saying that subwoofers are 25% off. It didn't get communicated to the other employees, so when customers came in on a different day to get that 25% off, they're denied that, being that the employee didn't know and was not going to sell something at 25% off for no reason. This caused a lot of anger from customers and just anger between employees about lost sales. So going forward, they also another weakness we had was multiple people attempting to make posts. I would do it mainly, but then there would also be other employees that from time to time would get this spur of confidence to make a post. The issue is they had no idea what worked well, what didn't, what settings I would set it to for which audience to go after. They would just make a base post with not much insight to it. This caused for a lot of wasted money where we'd put possibly $40 into a post and see an ROI of $0. There would be no money brought into the business from it, which then farther on made the owner very upset and caused for some issues around the business. Lastly, the other weakness would be lack of activity. We didn't have a lot of people that would actually get onto the Facebook page consistently, other than myself. And like I previously said, I didn't have that much time to get into it either. So a lot of times people would post, either comments or questions on the post, and if they did get replied to, it might have been a week, week and a half later, and by that time they had already found a product they wanted somewhere else and purchased it. Opportunities is the next thing we're going to look at. A large opportunity that we have is untapped markets. The entire time we did Facebook ads previous to me and Ed going into the business, is it would just be the base audience from one location and that was it. Typically, it covered a little bit of East Vancouver as well as West Vancouver. What we did is we actually went in and specifically looked into Portland, Oregon, Camas, and some other opportunities. Um, the other thing we're looking at here is Facebook promos for local business seems like it's on the rise. One company that we've tried to model some of our posts after is Outrageous Audio over there in East Portland. Outrageous Audio is huge for what they do with the social media market. They get over 15 to 20,000 likes on their videos, as well as the page. And from my couple experiences of going over there, they're always extremely busy with people coming in looking for deals that they posted on their website or on their Facebook. Some of the threats that we've seen through it would be negative reviews. As you start to have more of a presence on Facebook or any type of social media, there's an opportunity for more people to post negative reviews, whether they're valid or invalid. And that's where you also run into the issue of lack of activity. If someone were to post a very negative review, promptly you'd want to get to it and show, either help the customer out or show why that negative review is invalid. So that would be one issue you could run into. Also, unethical competition. Ducks itself has seen where other local businesses, as well as larger businesses like Car Toys, have posted things to try and discredit the business, such as, they sell refurbished items, they sell used items, um, to other things that cause issues. They also have dealt with issues with dealer policies. Whenever you sign up with a certain company, whether it be Alpine Car Audio or Kenwood, they may have policies over what you can advertise, how much you can advertise it for, and if you were to do this incorrectly, you could actually have your product pulled from the market. So this could be a big issue, and going forward, if you don't understand those dealer policies, it could cause a real hamper to your business.